Hey, what's up, guys? It's Justin again, and I'm going to bring you guys Improving Your Game Episode 2. Got a special guest with me. His name's Mikey. His YouTube channel is IdahosFinest, so I'll put all that stuff in the description. This game, I don't even know what this game is. It's a Domination sub-base. Whatever, I think we win, and I think I use the spaz, but that's not really that important because you guys are here to hear the advice from my buddy Mikey. So without further ado, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Mikey, and let everybody know kind of what you're doing, how old are you, and what's going on with you right now.
Hey guys, my name is Mikey. I'm a dancer from Idaho. I go to Boise State University. And
Blue turf, the Smurf turf.
I just finished up my first year, and I'm an ITM major. For those of you who don't know, I'm a computer guy.
Yeah, explain to them what ITM stands for. Like, what your job would be.
ITM stands for Information Technology Management, and I guess a more software side of computers. I'm not going to be building your computers, but I'll be helping you out if you ever need something done.
Or not, because those guys at my work never help me out at all.
Yeah, those guys are just lazy.
Those guys just... Alright, so there's Mikey. Go check out his channel. He's actually a really good dancer. And we're going to move into the first topic right now. In the other video, we ended on confidence, and we're going to kind of end on confidence on this one too at the very end. But... Did you say you were 20? You're 19. Okay, so Mikey's 19. He's out of high school for 2 years, so you graduated when you're pretty young then, right? Okay, so he's going to give you guys a little bit more insight on that, and he's going to give you some stories. So one of the topics that we came up together was, how do I put this? Sweating one girl. Okay, having all your attention on one girl, how that could be detrimental to maybe your confidence, you know, your game, and kind of how you want to approach it. So Mikey's got a story for you guys. Why don't you go ahead and let him know a little bit about your story with you know, sweating one girl.
Alright, well, my first 2 years of high school, I was just hung up on one girl, and it just sucked because I just wanted to be with her. No one else.
No friends, none of your boys, just her all the time?
Well, I hung out with my friends, but I would complain to my boys about, hey, she's not feeling me right now. It sucks. So I just kind of hit like a dry spot, and just it sucked because what I'm pretty much trying to say is just don't be hung up on one girl. Kind of play the field, but don't break hearts.
Don't break hearts.
Whatever you do not break a girl's heart, because girls talk, and it's gonna get around that you're a player. Do not be a player. Okay. But seriously, don't get hung up. Don't get hung up on a girl, because if you're just stuck on one girl, you're not gonna see like the beauty in other girls, and you're just gonna block them out. And this one girl might not even be all that. She might not even be.
Yeah, later. How do you feel about it now? I mean, looking back on it now, how do you feel about that?
Looking back on it, it was definitely an experience to have, but I would definitely change it. I would maybe I wouldn't be stuck on her for a year, maybe a semester. I don't know. It was life changing. It was enlightenful, but yeah.
Yeah, another thing too is that we talked about this too, is that if you're caught up on one girl, sometimes you may be oblivious to the other girls that you didn't know maybe were kind of feeling you too. So you got to keep your options open. Just kind of, you know, not be like Mikey said. You just don't want to be in that spot. Everybody's been in that spot, and it didn't work out for you. And did it do anything to your confidence at all? Like during that time or after that time, like made you feel like how did it make you feel?
My confidence kind of went down just because I thought my game was good and she wouldn't come after me. It sucked.
Alright, so we'll move on to the following topic. We got about, I think, 10 more minutes after this video, and we're cruising right along. So when we were talking earlier, me and Mike were talking about what would be a good first date. So like kind of things that there's a certain type of date you want to go on. I know a lot of guys they want to go to the movies, and so, which Mike is going to explain why that might not be the best choice, you know, for first dates. But he's got he's got scientific evidence from his classes, because I haven't been to college in a really long time. He's got scientific evidence on where you should go for a first date, maybe the types of things you should do with a first date, and other stuff like that. So why don't you go ahead and let him know, Mikey?
All right. Well, what I think. You're going to want to try to find something that you guys have similar interests in. Since I'm a dancer and my girlfriend is a dancer right now, my first impression, I just asked her casually if she wanted to do a dance with me. That way I'd be able to get to know her more.
That's pretty nice, because a lot of us guys don't have that option. Hey, would you like to do a dance with me? But very good. So
yeah, so maybe if she games, you game, you guys could play a game together.
I actually had a different opinion on this, because I was talking with my buddies. We have this funny joke about the things nobody cares about. Okay, one of them is your fantasy football team. Okay, nobody cares how awesome your fantasy football team is, and nobody cares how awesome you are at video games. Now, like Mikey said, if you both game, that's a little bit different. But in my 28 years, not once has any girl ever been impressed by my KD in Call of Duty. Never. So, but that's a good idea. You know, if you guys got the gaming and you guys can game together, that's a similar interest thing that you want to talk about. So, why don't you go ahead and continue that, Mikey?
Yeah. So, what you don't want to do is brag. You don't want to brag about your KD, like Justin said. Do not do that.
It's not that impressive. Okay.
That'll turn her off for sure. But if you don't really have similar interests in like the same as each other, don't take her out to a movie, because that's just boring and she's not really gonna remember that.
Yeah, 10 guys can take her out to a movie, man. You know.
Exactly. So what you're gonna want to do if you're kind of socially awkward, get a couple of your friends, get a couple of her friends, and you should all just go out to mini golf. If you live in California or Florida, take her to a beach.
There you go.
Just have some fun with it. Just be yourself. And like Justin said, my psychology teacher, she said, take a girl to an adrenaline-based first date. So either skydiving, take her to an amusement park, because a girl she's not going to forget that. What'd you guys do for your first date? Yeah, we went skydiving. Like, how many girls say that?
Well, if you're balling, you can go skydiving. If you don't got the cash to do that, maybe you gotta do something a little bit less. But
take her to a trampoline place.
Take her to a trampoline place. So you talking about not having similar interests, though. Like, so let's say you met a girl, like you're at a coffee shop, and we'll talk about that too. We'll go off topic on that one. Let's say you met a girl and she's like, "Yeah, I want to hang out sometime," but she didn't dance. Would taking her to your dance studio, would that be like an option? Like maybe show her one or two things. Would you ever do that? Is that what would you do? That's kind of what I want to know. Like, I had the move where, you know, I knew how to play golf, so nobody knows how to play golf. So you always go to take your girl to the driving range, and one thing is that you get to show them how to do something. So was that something that you would do in your dance studio? Like maybe take a girl there?
Well, I'd probably tell her I'm a dancer, and 9 times out of 10 she'll be like, "Oh, can you dance for me right here?" And I'll just be like, "No, because I don't feel like I'm a puppet." But either I'm going to ask her to come out to one of our performances where she can see me, or like Justin said, maybe I'll just invite her to come into the studio and watch me dance, where I can show off my moves.
Your style and your moves, your swagger. You got to show that off.
Just leave her in awe, you know?
This kid is not lacking in confidence whatsoever, okay? So we'll go off topic one. We didn't really prepare for this, but you talked about your girlfriend's a dancer. You guys probably met at your dance studio, right? Or maybe at a performance? Okay.
Yeah, I actually heard about this dance crew, and 2 years ago I heard about this dance crew. So me and my friend went to go check it out, and I can remember it. I was in the garage just waiting for her to show up, because I guess she was one of the leaders. Mm-hmm. So she showed up, comes out of the car, and I was just like, my jaw just dropped, and I was just like, okay, finally an attractive dancer. But
you played it cool though, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to say, "Oh my God, you were one of the cutest girls I've ever seen." I'm not going to say that to her, because that would just weird her out. So I just kept that in my mind. But now, 2 years later, I guess you could say we're finally dating. So.
There you go. All right. So kept your options open, didn't get hung up. I like that. All right. We got about 5 more minutes left. So we are going to. We're talking about first date. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit, we'll get into Mikey so you guys can get to know him a little bit. In the last video, we talked about confidence and how important it is, because while most girls might be attracted to different things, you know, physically or all these other numerous different things that you can have, we talked about how they always agree that confidence is a pretty attractive quality to have in a boyfriend or man or anything like that. So I thought Mikey, since he is a performer and he is a dancer, he can give you guys a little insight on how his confidence, because we're different. His confidence was like, he gets in the zone, and he'll tell you about that. So we got about 5 more minutes left, Mikey. So why don't you go ahead and let them know kind of your confidence and your little tips at the end. So.
All right. Well, yeah, like Justin said, I get in the zone. So when I'm dancing, I kind of just like black out, and I just go for it, you know. So I'm just dancing, but dancing has really built my confidence. Kind of. I'm not going to tell you guys all just to go dance.
Yeah, because not all of us got, yeah.
Not all of us have the rhythm for it, but confidence is a big thing. Like, even in the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you do your hair, the way you wake up in the morning. It's just, confidence is 24/7.
You turn your swag on when you hop out of bed?
Yeah, exactly. Just, I have a label on this light. It says swag. Turn it on. But, yeah, seriously, just be confident when you're approaching a girl. Do not be scared. Don't try not to stutter. Like, show yourself, you know, like, hey, I'm the man, but don't be cocky about it.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you, but with the stuttering part, Reader 18 talked about this, that you got to practice. You got to talk to every single person you meet, no matter what.
Yeah, that helps, like, even little conversations with everybody now and then, you know. But I'm gonna say, if one thing is, do not freak a girl out. Do not
creep her, man.
Yeah, don't compliment her on her body. I mean, that's just weird. If you're gonna compliment her on her, do her eyes or her smile, or her style, you know. But when you go talk to a girl, be confident, and I guess just be yourself, because a girl's going to see right through that.
Yeah.
If you're saying, yeah, I'm a football player, and you're short and small like me, she's going to look at you weird, you know?
Yeah.
And girls hate liars, blah, blah, blah.
You must know from experience. So.
I guess so.
So that's how Mikey approaches confidence. And so we all have different ways of doing it. And kind of the idea is that, you know, not to be arrogant, because nobody likes a braggart or somebody that brags a lot. You know, you don't have to tell everybody how awesome you are. You just got to know you're awesome, and they'll kind of feel it from you, right? And so we got about 2.5 more minutes, so we'll go ahead. Mike was telling me he got some tips, because he kind of coaches up his buddies. He's the life coach for his crew, so he lets them know. So what are a few tips that you guys have for maybe your friends, or maybe somebody that's, you know, maybe a little shy, maybe not very outgoing?
The number one thing I tell my friends is, do not make yourself too available, because like, guys are just like, oh my god, can we hang out? Can we hang out? Can we hang out? I want to do this with
Text,
you. You know?
Smiley face.
Yeah. So, if one thing, the biggest tip I'm going to give is, do not make yourself too available. I mean, play hard to get. My girlfriend even told me how hard I was playing, because I wouldn't call her cute, you know, and that attracted her. Don't be like the average guy telling her she's beautiful, you know. Tell her other stuff she hasn't heard before, and if you do that, I can guarantee she's gonna be interested. So just keep doing your thing, you know. It all goes back to confidence. So just be confident. Don't be the average guy, and that's about it. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to land this girl.
90%. You heard it. Guaranteed 90% hit rate on if you follow Mikey's advice. But this video is wrapping up. We'll go ahead and, if you guys are watching this video, go ahead and rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll leave Mikey has a YouTube channel and a Twitter. So go ahead and follow him on Twitter. Go to his channel, rate, comment, and subscribe his videos. And you got you got like 1,000 subscribers almost?
Yeah,
a lot. It's all dancing, right?
I'm almost there. I got 44 left, and I'm hitting 1,000.
You're hitting 1,000, and so you know, leave a message. Go thumbs up those videos so you can get some more exposure. And then I'll let Mikey outro us out. So why don't you go ahead and say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye to everybody. It's been nice. See you guys later. Come check out my channel, Idaho's Finest.
All right, see you guys.